Hello friends, my name is BK Kolhapure. Today we will continue with the moment of inertia. In the first part we have seen some theory background. We have seen the parallel axis theorem which states moment of inertia about any reference axis is equal to moment of inertia about its own axis plus A into y bar square. We have seen the perpendicular axis which says moment of inertia about zz is equal to Ixx plus Iyy. We have seen some of the moment of inertia of a rectangle. I is given by b d cube divided by 12. If you take a circle, moment of inertia of a circle is given by pi r raised to 4 divided by 4. Today we will see some more figures for finding out the moment of inertia. The next figure what we are going to consider is a triangle. So we will go for mi of triangle. And this is a base b and height h. So if I consider a triangle here, A, B, C, let the base be of width B and let the depth of the triangle be dh. We have already seen in CG such a figure. Now here in this case we know the distance of centroid G. This is at a distance of h by 3 from the base and 2/3 of h from the apex. Now let us consider an elemental strip as we are considering CG. Let this be of B1. Let us consider this at a distance y from the base. See, I am measuring the distance y from the base and let this thickness be D1. So this height will be h minus y. H minus y. So ABC is a triangle of base B and height h. Consider an elemental strip EF at a distance y from the base and let the thickness be dy. So we know moment of inertia is area into square of the distance. So first we will go for area of element. What we call it as dA. What will be the area of this element? B1 into dy. B1 into dy. Now here if I use this relation AEF and ABC, they are similar triangle, so I will write B1 by B will be equal to B1 by B will be equal to h minus y divided by h. So this will be h minus y divided by h. So B1 will be equal to 1 minus y by h into B. Same lines as of CG. So this I can write it as 1 minus y by h into B into dy. This is the area of the element. Now I want moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of element from base. Why from base? I have taken the distance y from the base. So this is nothing but our formula dA y square. So this will be equal to 1 minus y by h into B into dy whole multiplied by distance of the element from base is y square. So you get this. Now here this is the moment of inertia of one elemental strip. So this I can write it as y square minus y cube by h into B into dy. I am multiplying this y square inside. So this is for one elemental area. Like this moment of inertia of whole triangle about base will be equal to y square minus y cube by h into B into dy. I will integrate it. And what is the variable here? Y. We are taking y from the base. So y will be 0 to y will be equal to the height of the triangle. So this will be 0 to h. If you integrate this, so integration of b is constant here. Integration of y square is y cube divided by 3 minus y raised to 4 divided by 4h 0 to h. So this will be equal to b h cube by 3 minus h raised to 4 by 4h. So here h and h cube will go. So you are left with moment of inertia about base. This is given by b h cube by 12. b h cube by 12. Now I don't want the moment of inertia about the base. I want the moment of inertia about the centroidal x-axis axis. So let us use here parallel axis theorem. We know parallel axis theorem. Moment of inertia about any axis is equal to moment of inertia about its own axis plus a into y bar square. So our interest is to find out Ixx. We know I base. This is bh cube divided by 12 is equal to Ixx plus area. What is the area of a triangle? Half into base into height. Y bar is distance of the triangle from the base, and this distance is h by 3. So this will be h by 3 square. If you simplify this, you get Ixx is equal to bh cube by 36 by hands. So moment of inertia of a triangle about its base is given by about its centroid is given by bh cube by 36. See, triangle we take 1/3, rectangle is b d cube by 12. So 12 3s are 36 triangle. So that way you can remember bh cube by 36. This is the moment of inertia of a triangle of base b and height h. So we will go further to another figure. We have seen rectangle, circle, triangle. Now we will see semicircle. So moment of inertia of semicircle of radius r. I will not go from the first principle. Let us make use of the moment of inertia of a circle. This is the diameter is AB. Let the radius be r. We know the distance of the centroid of a semicircle from its base is 0.424 r. We have derived this from the diameter. So this is diameter. So if I draw a line here with this is your x-axis, and if I draw a line perpendicular, this will be y1. Now here we know moment of inertia of circle I is equal to pi r raised to 4 divided by 4, this circle. Moment of inertia about x-axis. Now what I will do in case of semicircle, I will remove the lower half. So what will be the moment of inertia of semicircle about diameter? About diameter. So this will be equal to half of the moment of inertia. This will be pi r raised to 4 by 4. This will be half. But this moment of inertia is about the diameter. So I dia is equal to pi r raised to 4 divided by 8. We don't want moment of inertia about diameter. We want moment of inertia about x-axis. If I use parallel axis theorem, I dia is equal to Ixx plus a y bar square. So we know I dia, which is equal to pi r raised to 4 by 8, is equal to, we are interested in Ixx plus area of semicircle is pi r square divided by 2, and y bar is the distance of the centroid of the figure from the diameter. This will be 0.424 r square. If you simplify this and convert the pi terms into a numerical value, you get this as 0.11 r raised to 4. 0.11 r raised to 4. And if you see here, Ixx, x-axis and the diameter, they are parallel to each other. So this value what you will get will be parallel to diameter. This is parallel to the diameter. Likewise, if you see to the circle if I cut it like this, moment of inertia about y for moment of circle is I is equal to pi r raised to 4 divided by 4 for circle. If I cut the half part, here y-axis and the diameter they are coinciding, you get the moment of inertia of this semicircle in y direction. Let me repeat. This is circle x and this is y. So here moment of inertia about y-axis, that is given by these two lines, or x-axis are these two lines. All these distance are 0.424 r. If you get the moment of inertia, it is directly half of the semicircle. So circle is pi r raised to 4 divided by 8. So this is the moment of inertia of a semicircle about y-axis. So about x-axis it is 0.11 r raised to 4. This is about y-axis. Instead of x and y, let us say moment of inertia of a semicircle parallel to the diameter is 0.11 r raised to 4. So parallel means they are two parallel to each other and the value is also 1 1. So they are parallel. So 1 1 represents parallel to the diameter and this is perpendicular to that. Because in the problems you will be getting either parallel to the diameter or perpendicular to the diameter. Suppose if I draw a figure like this. This is the diameter. So which is axis parallel to that? y. So I will be equal to 0.11 r raised to 4. And Ixx will be equal to, it is perpendicular to the diameter. So this will be pi r raised to 4 divided by 8. So try to remember parallel. If I draw again a figure like this, this is parallel to the diameter. So here Ixx will be equal to 0.11 r raised to 4. Likewise, if I draw a figure like this is parallel to the diameter. So I will be equal to 0.11 r raised to 4. This is about the semicircle. 0.11 r raised to 4 parallel to the diameter. If I go for a quarter circle of radius r, so if this is a quarter circle, centroid we know it is 0.424 r, 0.424 r. If I draw a horizontal line through this is xx, and if I draw a line, so here in this case Ixx and Iyy is given by half of 0.11. So half of 0.11 will be 0.055 r raised to 4. This derivation is in the video notes, you can just refer them. So moment of inertia of a quarter circle about both the axes is 0.055 r raised to 4. Be careful, it is 0.0 not 0.55. 0.055 r raised to 4. So these are the formulas that you will have to remember. Rectangle BD cube by 12, circle pi r raised to 4 divided by 4, triangle BH cube by 36, then semicircle 0.11 r raised to 4 parallel to diameter, pi r raised to 4 divided by 8 perpendicular to diameter, and quarter circle it is 0.055 r raised to 4. So these are the values that you are required to remember so that you can solve the problems. By heart all the formulas, because without knowing the formulas you cannot solve the problems on moment of inertia. Like in center of gravity we have seen, unless you know the distance of the centroid of the figure you cannot solve the problem. Likewise, unless you know the moment of inertia of the figure you are not in a position to solve the problem. So we will take up problems in the next video. So subscribe for the channel for more videos, press the bell icon for notifications, then comment for questions in the comment section. Thank you.